Let's get ready, say go. Let's go. Like rainbows in the sky, let's fly away like a bird. You're free to see the boundless face of the earth. Let the wind blow you like a knife and glide away far beyond the clouds. You'll find another place. If the road ahead seems so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Don't be afraid. You got the power to get through the darkest nights. Chala. Zooming round and round in the sky like a coaster. Hold on tight, or you may find yourself trapped in a maze. When that happens, you may think you will never find your way. At the past, you may take sin or the same. If the road ahead should lead you so cold and gray, when night never turns to day, don't you be afraid. Go and fly away. Chala, hey chala. No time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. Within it lies a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest night. Hey, chala, no time to hesitate. Go on and search the earth. For minute is a magic surprise. Oh, chala, hey, chala. Be cool, don't be afraid. You got the power to get you through the darkest nights. Chala.
Know anything but this?
Well, I know it's Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time for Spaghett Friends Toy Show, episode 271. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This be your boy Smith, as always, joined by the usual suspects. It's Friday night, we're watching wrestling, we're about to talk some toys. We got a big show tonight here, and because it's a big show, you know I gotta pull out the big guns.
Uh-oh.
Special occasions type shows, because this is a hearty, beefy, meaty show. So,
Ew.
you know, your boy got the spaghetti, son, with a little ravioli. We got spaghetti, we got friends, I got the cheese, we got the bread. We having a spaghetti friends night, baby. It's hot and ready. Don't worry, I got the cheese, I got the palm, got that parmesan, so we good. We make it snow, winter wonderland in this bitch. Look at it. A winter wonderland, snowing. Look at that bitch. Look at that. Oh yeah, get it on there. Get it on there. It's not enough. That's what you mean to say. We got the bread popping off. Got the bread. Gotta have the garlic bread because you know can't be half-assing it. But we got that, so you know it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good show.
Let's settle this debate right now. Does Parmesan cheese go in the fridge or does it not go in the fridge?
Doesn't go in my house.
It goes in the fridge. And then it goes in your mouth.
People not put it in the fridge? Because when you buy it, you don't buy it in the refrigerated aisle. For that matter, does ketchup have to go in the fridge?
Ew, that's also gross.
Yes.
I don't like most foods.
It all goes in the fridge, Matt.
And the trash.
Yes, you're correct. Candy corn does go in the trash.
Whoa.
I'm glad we can agree on that, Jimmy.
We can't agree on that. We can't.
But you just said it goes in the
That's
trash.
not right. I don't think you've ever given candy corn a chance.
Jimmy, I've been giving
It's
candy corn
something...
a chance way before you were even born, son. And it's still trash.
You know what? Listen, I'm going to dislike the stream.
Go ahead. Still engagement. Just like it. Put it up your butt.
What?
Oh my.
Look here. We got a big show for you tonight. Got some fake news. We got trailers. We got all fun stuff. We'll be talking about Giant Man. So.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. So, hope you got your drinks. Hope you got snacks. Smoke them if you got them. And kick back and enjoy the show. Like I said, we'll also be talking wrestling. So, you know how that goes. Yeah.
Wrestling.
To jump into your number one source for news and information. Got a hot plate of spaghetti. It's the best way to start a Friday night. Watching SmackDown, but nobody's fighting, so you know, that kind of sucks. But there's good news. It's time for fake news. Oh man, so good. And as always, you know, you on Spaghett Friends, so make sure you check that spaghetti policy. I already checked mine before I got here, so I'm covered. I can't speak to say for Jimmy.
I checked the candy corn policy.
Hey.
You know what? I should take away that Eternia sexy and give you the candy corn cut. Just put a candy corn on your head.
I mean, is that a threat? Because I would love nothing more.
Like a cone head, except it's candy corn?
Yeah.
Like I can be my own, I can be like a cone head from Transformers, only candy corn themed. Corn Seeker.
Until your head melts and you got a big wax skull. Wait, actually, you already have the candy corn. It's called the Eternia. It's like a big piece of wax melted on your head. See, look at
Listen, I'm a corn seeker.
Problem solved. Problem solved.
Don't ever say Eternia and candy corn in the same sentence again. Let's not even try to compare the greatness of Eternia to the horridness that is candy corn.
Candy corn is sweet. It is sweet to the tongue, sir.
It's sweet to the trash.
Nah.
Right to the trash.
Unless you eat the trash. Oh no.
That's why 9 out of 10 houses get egged when you put candy corn in their basket on Halloween.
I only put candy corn in their baskets.
You probably get a lot of shit thrown at your house. You get a lot of shit thrown at your house, don't you?
Out of love, yeah.
Have you guys ever eaten something out before?
What's that?
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Have you ever eaten something out of the trash? Like, let me elaborate. Let me elaborate.
What?
Let me. Oh, let
You
me
lucky
like.
your mic keeps
I
breaking
don't
up.
like
Yo,
not.
you better pay attention to your mic. It's trying to tell you not to say something. It keeps breaking you up. Maybe you should
Say it.
take you should take the hint and not finish that sentence, bro.
Am I break? Am I break?
Yeah, you keep breaking up because your mic don't want you to say what you
Yeah.
want to say.
Is that better now?
Nah, you still choppy over there.
Better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah. But yeah, buddy. Yeah. But let's not continue where we left off. Because I was getting
Hey.
Let's talk
Okay,
about
how's that?
It sounds good. We'll talk about Higher Toys Star Trek.
Hey,
we get to
wait,
check off.
no. I wasn't. I don't know. These are too small. These are just too small.
Yeah, these are the tiny.
I can't fuck with
these. Are the itty bitty babies.
Even though like this is my favorite version of Star Trek, if these were bigger, I'd be like I'd be in on them, but not at this scale.
they should just start bumping these up to 5-6 inch scale already.
Yeah, they should. They really should.
I think High already has enough notoriety that they can afford to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because they look nice. Like they look really nice. It's just that scale. Like these are like 4 inches. I need at least 6 inches.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty detailed for such a small figure, but
it looks like the guy too.
I'm kind of surprised that they were able to secure his likeness.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Well, $25, August of 2024.
Okay, I guess if you wanted like if you ever wanted like a chibi style like Red Ranger, then boy do I got news for you. Because that's kind of what this
It
is.
kind of reminded me of like a little of Beautiful Joe, man, which I still like. Where's Beautiful Joe? What happened to Beautiful Joe?
Yeah,
the only chibi
Joe.
that matters, Beautiful Joe.
Microman?
He should get
Microman.
he should get like a new figure.
Look, you get a chibi Green Ranger. Spoilers,
guys. Spoilers can't do that.
I mean, it's okay. It's fine.
I will never need this. I'm not sure who would.
Yeah, I'm kind of good on this. This is like this is almost like too niche for me.
You don't want a baby ranger?
Go Chibi Ranger.
Like this I feel like is like this is like a desk figure, you know, like if you're you see this and you just kind of pick this up and put it, you're like, oh cool, now I have a little Red Ranger on my desk at work. It's like almost like a Funko Pop.
Like if you're a lawyer and you go to your office and you're meeting with a client, you'd have this on your desk and you'd pick it up and you'd show it to them and you'd say, this is how fucked you are today with your case.
Yeah.
Like, here's you in your red prison jumpsuit. I want to be a lawyer.
So do I.
$30.
Lawyers get all the bitches.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Huh?
What do you say?
I said lawyers get all the bitches, don't they?
I don't know, bro. Okay, we'll go with it. $30, fourth quarter of 2023.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Diamond, they're doing Archangel, and he looks all right.
I'm not that
He's
crazy
very
about the
He looks
wings.
good. No, I don't like the wings.
I think Diamond should
I
stick
think
to large figures.
Yeah, I think the wings should be like bigger. Like you know, like his wings are usually like kind of like large and not separated like that. Yeah,
I
this
think
figure looks nice. I got to admit he looks nice, but it's just that Marvel Legends put out three Archangels, and they put out an Archangel like not that long ago. You could probably still get that one for a good price. So
That
I
last
really
one
can't
was
see a
pretty
reason
good.
to
I
why
don't
you
know
wouldn't.
if you'll find it out there in the wild like that without paying a little markup, but it was definitely probably one of
But
the
you could probably get
pretty
them for
good.
not that much. Hmm. Yeah, this is by far a pass for me. But
Yeah, the wings though. Yeah,
the
I'm not
wings
crazy.
alone, yeah, the wings alone really ruined this for me.
the issue with Diamond is that for a lot of these regular figures, not the big ones, they've been using the same like body mold for at least 10 years.
Yep.
I think it's time for an upgrade.
I can't believe they haven't reissued Mephisto yet.
I didn't even know they did a Mephisto.
They're fucking up.
Mephisto.
Also, $30, May of 2024. All right, we got from the Muppets. We got Uncle Deadly and Pepe the King Prawn deluxe set.
It's
Pepe.
I've made it no secret that I fucking hate the Muppets. But I'm familiar with a lot of characters. I've never seen these two guys in my life. These got to be like real bottom barrel Muppets,
You
right?
don't
The Prawn one,
Muppets?
he's been around for a while, and he's more of a newer kind of character that they've trying to acclimate to people. This dude, the blue guy, I've never seen him, but then again, I don't really watch Muppets that much, you know, ever since I stopped being a child. But you know,
Anyone can be a
Blue,
Muppet.
the blue one actually looks kind of cool. Like he looks kind of scary, like in a good way.
the prawn, he doesn't look like a prawn.
I don't know what he looks like.
He's just a dude with 4 arms.
Look at that like facial expression.
Hi, will you be my friend?
Like he looks like he just walked in on his parents having sex, and that's the face he
Whoa.
has.
I didn't know it goes in there.
Hey, yo, chill, bro.
Like he,
Whoa.
like he definitely saw something he wasn't supposed to.
That's yeah, no. No.
Like that's a face that needs counseling, you know?
Not a bad price, $30 for the two of them.
Yes, not bad.
June 2024. It's Sting! Statue
Okay,
with
so
diorama.
yeah, so it's a Sting diorama. looks cool. It's modern day Sting, which is nice.
Sting recently just announced his
Still.
retirement will be coming soon. So this is kind of poignant right here.
Yeah. Oh, this looks nice.
Isn't there EW coming out
like,
with a special figure for Sting?
Yeah, I think they've put out like a couple Stings now. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get one or two more before he calls it quits.
Is he a Kiss fan?
Kiss is a Sting fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you better watch your mouth, boy.
He looks ugly.
You ugly.
He looks ugly.
Come over your house and beat you with that bat. Sting don't care if you got blades. He got Jesus. And Jesus is stronger than blades.
I'm gonna set up like a giant pentagram on my house then to keep him away.
That will not stop the icon Sting.
Sting is a creature of the night. That will only encourage him.
He's gonna put you in the Scorpion Death Drop and then put you in the Scorpion Leg Lock and have you tapping out like a little baby.
It look like he looks like the kind of guy whose skin is just like stained by like copious amounts of leather use.
That man had the body built by the gods, but now afflicted by old age and time.
He's like 67, or 65, so his skin probably is leather by this point.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better. I can beat him up.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Nah.
You ain't beating up Sting.
Sting will whoop your ass at 65.
I have weapons.
So this he got a bat.
Look at him. He's got the bat. And the bat counters everything. Like, anytime someone tries to pull a weapon up on Sting, he pulls out the bat and it's all over. Like, somebody tries to pull up on him with a chair, he just pulls out the bat and smashes the chair right out of your hands. Any weapon you try to pull out, he's just gonna use his bat and just knock it right out of your hands.
What about a bazooka?
Knock it out of your
just
head,
knock
bro.
it right out your hands.
You have you out there looking like a fool. Like a fool.
I dare him.
All right, well, keep it up. It's showtime, folks. We come for you. You ain't never seen that commercial where he beat up he got no problem beating up little kids. You ain't never seen that commercial where he beat up a little kid?
I'm a man.
So I'm saying, but if he could do stuff, if he could beat up a little kid, what you think you're gonna do to a full grown man?
Fall to the ground.
Alright. Well, Sting will set you back $60, June of 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Godzilla.
Yeah, this is something I already I got it from Super 7's website, but I guess they're up on Big Bad. This is the New York Comic Con exclusive from Super 7. That's the Atomic.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. I like this one. I like the glow in the dark stuff too. I'm not sure I'm gonna go in on like all of the Super 7 Godzilla stuff, but like in the case that I am, I've been picking up the exclusives. Like I got the San Diego one as well. And they're really nice. So at least I won't have to backtrack on these.
Oh, whoa, Ian, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Sting could kick Godzilla's ass and make him tap? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe if it's the tag team of Sting and RoboCop, like maybe they could take on Godzilla in like a 2-on-1.
But what if Godzilla teams up with Charles Barkley though?
Oh, then it's over.
Or
Forget it.
Charles Bronson.
No, not Charles Bronson. Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I prefer Bronson.
Bronson's dead.
Charles Barkley.
Don't say that. He's still with us in spirit.
Yeah, the spirit worlds.
Don't say that.
I just did.
Charles Barkley will dunk on some Sting.
You're jealous of
He'll
his
dunk
mustache.
on him.
Why would I be jealous of his mustache
Yeah.
when Tom Selleck is still alive, sir?
Tom Selleck don't have shit on Death Wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And blow you up with the bazooka, Jimmy. I warned you. Classic.
Yeah, I didn't pick up any Godzilla Super 7 figures. I haven't gotten anything from them. I don't think I've bought anything from Super 7 this year.
Looks like it's time to catch up then.
And if they put out something I want, then maybe I could, but
This is a nice 89 Godzilla. So in the event I go in on the whole line, which I doubt, I at least won't have to backtrack on these exclusives.
yeah.
Set you back $85, October of 2023. Hey now.
It's Duke. It's Duke from we got Duke from G.I. Joe. This is Mezco Duke. Looks good. Looks really good.
Duke.
I'm tempted. I can't say I'm not tempted.
What are you gonna pair it with if you was to get it though?
I don't know. I'd probably just put them with my other classified figures.
I mean,
I probably won't. But it's just again like the G.I. Joe and Mezco is like a match made in heaven because Mezco loves to do ridiculous amount of soft goods, and G.I. Joe's the more soft goods the better,
Yeah.
So it's like every figure in this line we see, it just looks like more and more good to me, but
yeah,
it's come too far from
Mezco's done? What has Mezco done so far? I know they did the Destro,
Roadblock and Snake Eyes.
Okay. So just basically legacy characters.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I wouldn't consider Duke though a legacy. He's just the first leader before Hawk came about.
Yeah.
Nah, really not even Hawk. Flint was more of a leader on that cartoon than Duke was.
I would argue that even though they say Duke is the leader, I would argue that Flint is by far the leader.
Well, I mean, clearly, there was the chain of command, but I just feel like Flint was just a better leader overall with the team when he was in charge than Duke was. Lieutenant Falcon, I mean, he was just a leader basically based off of rank. And, you know, ranking in his authority. What's going on, Roderick? Oh shit, Carlito here?
Kalita Baalita.
No, Carlito Caribbean Cool, that's who.
Sounds like a beverage.
Look, yeah, you disrespect him, he spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
A refreshing beverage.
Oh, Io versus Charlotte tonight? For the title? We didn't get to that Venom yet, right? But it's on the docket. We got some good ones about to come up.
Enjoy your reign while it lasted, Io. We all know what's gonna happen tonight.
It's a good looking Duke, though. The soft goods compliment him very well. So
yeah, it does. Like that's what I mean. Like he looks good, and he comes with a lot of accessories, and the soft goods work for the Joes. That's why like everyone I see, it's like it's harder and harder for me to keep passing on these.
But yeah, $112 with $11.20 deposit, July 2024. All right.
This is a cool Kamen Rider by SH Figure Arts. You know, again, I've said it before. Kamen Rider, I'm like when it comes to Kamen Riders, so I'm not overly familiar with which version this is. But
this one looked like he tacked up, like he ready to take a bullet right now.
Yeah, this looks like what do you call it? Like a horse style Kamen Rider where he's like maybe like a mercenary or something, you know? Like he looks like a Kamen Rider that he's kind of like
he got the blicker too, and he got the burner.
Yeah, like he's kind of sneaking around, you know, like he's not approaching you head on.
Mm-hmm. He out there ganking motherfuckers from behind, like, go to sleep, son, sleep.
Yeah. Thanks for popping in to say. Thanks for popping in to say hi, Gojira. You hold it down at work, you know.
Yeah, this guy looking like he about his business right here. He ain't fucking around. Like when he pull up, it's like, bad news, bro. Bad news. You fucked up. He about to hurt you. Have my man come up and be like, "Hey, she." It's a wrap. Like, oh shit, get out the building. Get out of the building. He about to transform. And he got the blicky. I don't even want to know what his bike look like. Bike might fuck you up. $140, $14 deposit, March of 2024. Now, I don't know if these are new or these are reissues because I feel like we've seen these before, but I could be wrong. From Mondo?
These are sort of new. They were revealed a while ago. I think they were just put on Big Bad this week, though.
Oh, okay. So we got the animated series Logan 1/6 scale. It is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive now on BBTS, which is cool. It looks good.
Yeah, I went in on this on Mondo's
right. They got that big ass saber tooth that's kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We looked at that not that long ago. Big ass saber tooth.
Yeah, these Mondos are really fucking nice.
Oh, we could pop the jacket off too. Okay. He's got a bit of that like cell shaded painting going on. Give it that more cartoon animated look.
Hot take. I don't really feel like this cartoon holds up anymore.
What do you mean?
I don't know. When's the last time you tried to go back and watch this cartoon, this X-Men
I
animated
mean,
series?
I'll be real. The last time I think I went back to watch an episode was probably like 8 months ago or something, because I was like thinking, I was talking about it, and I was like, let me go. I want to go back and watch that episode. So yeah, I go back and watch it. Listen, the show is still good. It's just everybody knows that once you get to like the last season, that's when everything just takes a turn. But the first two, listen, there's nothing wrong with them. They still hold up. They're still good watches.
The animation is a bit of an eyesore.
I mean, it can be in parts, but like the story is still good, and for what it's worth, like yeah, it's okay. It's not groundbreaking, compared to today's standards. But hey, man, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, they should make it better. Why isn't it better? Like, that's what it was. Everybody got nice, strong.
Absolutely.
Everybody got nice, strong ass Canadian accents, and just keep it pushing. I'm okay with it. Comes with a lot of accessories, separate arm to pop off the Jackie, mad claws. $215 with a $21.50 deposit, January of 2024.
Okay, this one is really nice.
Magneto?
Yeah,
Magneto.
Yeah.
I just received this the other day.
Well, you picking this one
this
up?
This is really nice.
Yeah, I did. This is the pretty sure this is the exclusive. And
yeah, it is.
yeah, I picked up again. I ordered it from Mondo. I didn't know these were coming to Big Bad, but I didn't open him yet. But I did take a peek inside the box, and he looks really great.
I like the effect where it's all the metal like crushed together.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What's the scale on these?
1/6, I think.
Yeah, so 12 inches.
Yo, what is... Yo, what's Jimmy doing?
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about Magneto with blackface, but it's okay. Don't ask too many questions.
Yeah.
About Magneto and blackface. $225 with a $22.50 deposit, January of 2024. Ooh, baby.
Okay, so yeah, this is damn. Like I kind of want Jimmy to take this one, but he's kind of AWOL right now.
Why?
All right, so I guess I'll do it. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Whew. I was catching my breath.
You made it just in time.
Yeah, so this is from the This is from the new game releasing today.
Hot toys.
You got Tony Todd Venom.
Yeah,
and
nice.
this isn't just your typical 1/6 scale figure. This bitch is like fucking 24 inches tall. Like he's a giant.
You know what else is 24 inches tall?
I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I shouldn't have said it.
Giant man.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
You thought I was gonna say my penis.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, this looks really, 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 really great. Finally, a nice proper Venom. I pre-ordered the black suit Spidey from this game, the Sideshow exclusive one, so he'll look quite nice next to these. And I have the Miles Morales and the regular PS4 suit of Spidey, so of Peter Parker. I mean, so I'll be all set.
That's what's up.
Can I tell you guys an interesting Willem Dafoe fact?
Sure.
This is the greatest Willem Dafoe fact in the history of Willem Dafoe facts. So I guess in the movie like Antichrist, I think that's what it's called, something like that. I guess there's a scene where he hangs dong.
Okay.
And I guess they had to use a body double because like I guess his junk is just so abnormally large that like there was no way for them to film it properly. Like it kept messing up the shot. So they had to get like a body double. So if you were ever wondering, there you go. Do with that information what you will.
I don't know. Okay.
I will do absolutely nothing with that
Think
information.
Think about that the next time you watch No Way Home.
Like I was excited about this figure, but now that you said that, I'm not.
I don't know. It looks good. I don't collect Hot Toys, but every once in a while I see one that I'm like, damn, like I really want to go in on this, but then I don't.
By the way, did you know Bad Bunny is going to be on Saturday Night Live tomorrow night, hosted and musical guest?
Ew.
I like Bad Bunny. He was good to us. Remember that one stream? That one stream got like mad views.
Yeah, big ups to Bad Bunny.
I always have a.
He's my friend.
Probably put out a Spider-Man from the first game.
Yeah, well, we looked at the other ones before.
Yeah, they put out yeah.
And his suit in the second game is the same suit as the first game, right?
It's slightly different.
Okay, so like let's say if you already have the one from the first game, if you just kind of pick up this Venom, will you be good to go, or do you think they'll make another Spider-Man?
Well, the ones you see in the pictures here are the new suits, like the updated ones. I personally have the base suit for Peter Parker and Miles Morales from the first one, so I'm not going to be going in on these updated ones because they're so similar. They'll look just fine with the Venom, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I picked up the black suit Spidey. That one I am getting.
That's what I mean. So like if you already got Spider-Man from the first PlayStation game, you're probably good if you just get this Venom, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, it looks really nice. I can't lie, it looks really nice. Like I said, every once in a while, I'll see something that makes me want to go down that 1/6 rabbit hole, but I never kind of pull the trigger. But oh he's massive.
Yeah, like those are the two new suits, which are
Okay.
basic. Yeah, like look, like they're basically the same, from the first game. But it's good for people who because the Spider-Man PS4 suit from the first game that's like goes for mad money now, so it's good for people who missed that one.
Yeah, he's giant.
Yeah, he's a big guy with a giant price.
Again, it's funny because I kind of keep saying it, and I know they wouldn't do it because it's not their thing, but like imagine if they made like a Galactus this size, but just to scale with other like 112 figures, you know?
Be
Like
great.
not to scale with their stuff. It's just kind of weird that companies don't do that. Like you like Hot Toys has to know that there's a huge market of 112 collectors. Like hey, like let's kind of tap into this market by making characters that are supposed to be giants, and then people will buy, people that collect 1/6 scale will probably buy it because you're never gonna get a 1/6 scale Galactus, right? Like it's never gonna happen.
No, it's not happening.
Yeah, this one looks nice. Not for me though.
I want to put this next to the Hot Toys Carnage because they'll actually be the same size now.
Like from the movie.
Yeah, from the movie.
Oh yeah, they'll look nice together.
And now he's got the spider symbol, so I'm good to go.
Like,
Or now, Cena talking about retiring now, trying to still stink thunder. Come on now.
dang, what a dickhead. Yeah, he tried to steal LA Knight's thunder last week, and now he's trying to steal Sting's thunder. What a fucking dickhead.
Fuck you, Cena. Fuck you, Cena.
So did so my audio is super low. Did he bring up retirement just to say that he's not retiring? Like, is that what's happening?
Looks like it.
What an ass. Why you gotta do Sting like that, man?
Hmm.
Oh my god. Solo and John Cena again? Like we just did this.
Oh, Solo.
Oh, we just did this. We just saw this at the last pay-per-view.
Huh.
Oh man. Hey, and this shit $100?
Yeah.
480 with a $72 deposit.
Oof.
December of 2024.
Yeah, look at
Just
that deposit. Yikes.
just just a quick thing. Like I don't mean to demean Big Bad, but they kind of marked this up by $20. So if you do want this Other places do have it for a little bit less. So.
Oh my god, this just keeps getting worse. I'm sorry.
All right, from Factory Entertainment,
okay.
we got Master of the Universe, She-Ra, Sword of Protection, limited edition prop replica. It's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, it's watch me line them all up, knock them down like this. Oh, he's in the building.
Wasn't the whole point of him getting drafted to Raw is that he show up on SmackDown?
Yeah, but his brother cost him the title this week.
Oh my god.
We'll talk more about that on Clickbait tomorrow night. But it's just me, Oos.
Oh my god.
Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, you can't see me, but I'm doing the dance with my hands.
Is it time for Rampage yet?
No. In fact, we still got a whole hour. Still got a whole hour.
Hey, it's Battle of the Belts tomorrow, eh?
Oh, word! I forgot about that.
You know what else is tomorrow?
What?
Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory.
Oh my god! What? Bound for Glory, and Collision, and Battle of the Belts. That's a lot, son.
I mean, the She-Ra sword looks good though.
Yeah, like I wish Gojira was here because this is like right up his alley. Gojira, if you watch the show later, I need you to get this so you could protect me when the zombies come, or aliens, whichever one, either one, I need you to protect me. I can't protect myself. You're right, Ian. It was a tag team match at the last pay-per-view, but they still touched in that match. We don't get a lot of John Cena matches, you know. I don't want to see him fighting the same opponent all the time.
Oh, fuck.
I fucking hate Logan Paul. I hate his face.
You won't get an argument from me.
Didn't you buy his figure?
Yes, I did. And I gotta say it's a very strong contender for top 20.
Whoa.
It's a very nice figure.
Give him that much respect. I don't think so.
Yeah. Bottom line, Gojira, I need you to get this so you could protect me.
I'll protect you. Don't worry.
Okay, never mind.
Remember,
Gojira, you're off the hook.
Remember, you my boyfriend.
All right, never mind, Gojira. You off the hook.
My boyfriend.
$600 with a $60 deposit. October of 2024.
You on your own, Matt. Never mind.
All right.
Overly priced statue.
Boobas. What's covering them?
So this is from Berserk, probably the greatest anime of all time. This is one of the five fingers of doom. This lady's always kind of naked. So they kind of check that box.
They checked 9.
Yeah, it's a cool statue. I love Berserk so much. If y'all haven't watched Berserk, you do yourself a favor and watch it.
Ooh, she's licking her lips.
Yeah.
She's gonna eat your face, Jimmy.
Yeah, she comes at the very end of the first arc when it's when during the eclipse. She comes at the very end of the first arc when Griffith betrays Band of the Hawk. Except for Guts. Like he gets pretty fucked up, but he doesn't get murdered. I don't remember her name.
Wash your feet.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
And she is naked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, she's naked in the show.
Oh, that's wonderful. I should watch.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should definitely. In the show, she's perpetually naked.
Well, you see the price. This ain't for the broke boys out there. You see the price.
She ain't even wearing heels.
See the down payment.
Worth it.
It's worth it. Jimmy, you gonna get 3 of these?
Yes. All for me, none for you.
What?
Worth it.
I need one for my free.
Fine. We'll just get Just get 5 then. If you need 3,
listen.
you get 5.
Listen, I'm a corn seeker. Now I don't know where I was going with that, but I just wanted to let you know.
No. It's not the sexy episode. God damn it.
Oh man, you remember? You know what that kind of made me think of?
Mm.
What was that, Smith? What was that iconic wrestling sign? Was it like The Rock, where it's like what the Rock eats corn on the cob long ways? That's still one of the greatest fan signs of all time. Whoever did that sign is a fucking legend.
Hi.
Okay, fine.
Watch Berserk though.
Listen, I'll get 5 just because she doesn't have heels.
Overly priced. Bust. I don't know what happened to Michael here, but whatever happened to him, it wasn't good here.
I have a hot take.
He's an amputee. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh fuck, he really is an amputee. Where'd his arms go? That's weird. Why would you make a Michael Jackson? Okay, without arm. Okay, well,
but look, they
I don't.
Still got the sleeves, like as if his arms should be there.
Like, why not have arm? I know some busts do the armless thing, but this would have been a lot better if he had both of them, like with a microphone in one or something. You know?
I don't know. This is terrifying.
My hot take is I don't like his music. That's it. That was it.
That's okay. I muted both of y'all already. So spit that slander. Spit that slander about Michael Jackson. It's a thriller. It's a thriller.
That was a terrible song.
I mean, Thriller's good. Like I can't deny it. Thriller's good, but everything else.
This face of Michael is terrible, and that's saying something. It's Michael Jackson.
I was just thinking about
the Alien Ant Farm version of Smooth Criminal was way better.
I think we need a bust of him from Men in Black.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Was he in Men in Black?
Yeah, he made a cameo in 2. I think it was number 2.
Okay.
He ironically played an alien, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while.
He's like, I could be
I
Agent
guess.
M. Agent M.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
I feel like I probably watched it and my brain was just like, nah, you're good, fam. You don't need to store this in your memory. Just instantly forget it.
How many of these are you guys getting, or what?
None.
None?
Scary.
Well, Smith likes him. He should get one. He likes Thriller.
I do like Thriller, but I'm not trying to buy a bust of this not Michael Jackson.
You should get me one.
Like this over here looking like Jermaine Jackson and shit.
That's racist.
And this is overly priced. I don't got that kind of money. I'm just a broke boy.
You ain't a broke boy. You a broke man.
A broke man. Broke ass man. You see the price. You see the down payment. Come on. How many of these you getting, Jimmy?
3 of them, so I can burn all 3 while listening to Thriller.
I'm looking at the car payment. I'm looking at 3 months rent.
And you looking at
and a down payment could get me a camper. What the fuck? This shit
Usually when I look at numbers this big, it's in my bank account and there's a minus in front of it.
This hobby is crippling.
Oh, goddamn!
I can just imagine Matt sitting there silently on his couch, looking at his bank account, just staring at that minus with like a dead expression.
I'm looking at my children's college fund. I'm looking at 3 months rent.
And then when he looks at it, he just says to himself, "You know what, fam? You don't need to store this in your memory."
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to. It's okay. You don't need to remember that. You remember this day. This is not a core memory. You good.
Why is this so expensive? Shimon, give me your money. It's just like,
Give me your money.
give me your money, Shimon.
Look at the deposit.
And the deposit is a small car payment.
That's my unicorn.
That deposit is more than the Venom.
I'm asking you to buy 3 Venoms.
Imagine, oh man, imagine getting this and paying that deposit and then something happens and then when this comes out,
if you spent that money, if you spent that deposit probably 3 times, you still have change from the 4th house.
Yeah.
Of course I know him.
My goodness, Mackle.
Oh,
Mickle.
He-Man. It's a good thing you got your Eternia hair on, Jimmy. Because the TMNT meets He-Man and Turtles of Gray Skull.
Whoops. Okay, this is weird.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So it's like a turtle Masters of the Universe collab.
Yep.
Who's it supposed to be?
It's Leonardo / He-Man, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Like I can't tell who this character's supposed to be. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It is He-Man. It is He-Man.
Yeah, the chest armor, I think.
Yeah, this is clearly a Donatello Man-at-Arms mashup.
Yeah.
I guess it's supposed to be Faker. And somebody else.
And then we get a
regular Man-at-Arms.
But he's got turtle shell gear.
That's cool.
I guess this is Whiplash and Krang.
Yes.
Looks like it a bit.
Yeah, nice.
Gamorrean guard.
This one looks cool. This one I think is actually the most creative. It's like Trapjaw, but his arm is a mouser.
Yeah.
Like whoever thought of that design, give them a raise. This one is really unique.
Are you going in on any of these, Matt?
Oh, no fucking way.
NECA's probably, or Randy's probably sitting there right now, fucking jerking off to this.
This one does kind of look good though. Like this is probably one that you could probably fudge with your turtles. You could just like it's like Baxter Stockman made a Frankenstein and he gave him Mouser technology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whoa.
What the fuck? Rey Mysterio. We're gonna fight for the U.S. title in Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Yeah. Wild card, bitches.
I mean, this is cool and all. I mean, I'm not gonna get any of this, but you know, yes.
I'm just not big on the mashups.
With the crossovers, they got to be real special, you know?
Yeah.
It's the crossover. But I mean, Masters is trying to get itself out there more. Turtles is just always taking over shit whenever it feels like it. And so
yeah.
it's only a matter of time. Logan Paul versus Ryan Mysterio at Saudi
Ew.
Arabia.
Ew.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. But before we call fake news, we do have a thing to talk about, a hidden name, man. Giant Man. Giant
Oh boy.
Man. Let's
Poor,
see, where is he at? Last week we looked, he was at 5. We were talking about him last night. He was at about 6. Let's see where
Yep.
we find ourselves today. And today,
Mm,
pretty
it's
much
not looking good.
not at all. 3 days left. I mean,
He's been getting some traction though.
yeah, but it's still at a snail's pace. Like when we looked at this yesterday and it said 6, real progress would be if we came back today and it said 7 or 8, but it doesn't. It still says 6. Sure, it's gotten a couple,
Absolutely.
but like I said, it's over here crawling.
You guys think they might fudge those numbers, or that's too much of a gap?
No, they're not. No, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They're too bitter. They're too bitter. Like the Marvel Legends team, if you watch those guys in streams and interviews, or if you follow them on social media, they're the bitterest motherfuckers at Hasbro. Like they are so salty and bitter. Like I watched an interview with them and they were talking about Giant Man, and the guy said like, like a lot of people are complaining that they wanted certain figures to be tiers. Like is there a reason? Like is there a reason that maybe some of those figures didn't end up as tiers, and you're just basically like, well, you know, you gotta buy Giant Man so you could get those figures like down the road. Like, like we want to make those characters, but you gotta get Giant Man first. Like I like they're just like the saltiest pricks.
It's such a shame though, because I would have really loved to have a Giant Man, you know, like an
Like
actual
yeah,
pop.
like I'll never forget when people were complaining, when people were not I don't even want to say complaining because people were justified, but when people were expressing that Robbie Reyes was too expensive and it was more than Galactus, and Gangster Dan was on Twitter saying like, hey, like if we released Galactus today, it wouldn't have been that price. Like, like $350 today is not $350 like last year. Never from saying that, and then like a couple days later, like Hasbro, the Transformers team, they revealed the Deathsaurus HasLab, and he was the exact same price as Star Saber.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they actually just kind of proved that it is the same. So yeah, I don't think they'll fudge the numbers. I think their Marvel Legends team is they're so fucking salty. Like they just bring you shitty character selection, and they just expect people to like eat it up. Like just because it's Marvel Legends, like they feel like Marvel Legends is on this like pedestal where it's like, oh yeah, like Marvel Legends is like the greatest action figure line, and they just expect people to just eat up whatever shit they put on the plate. And whenever people are like, "Nah, I don't want this," like they get pissed off about it, or they get mad about it, or they're like offended. Like, oh well, if you wanted Mephisto, you know, your chance to get it was to back Robbie Reyes. Now we're not gonna make Mephisto.
What pricks?
Yeah. That's what I mean. So they won't. They're not fudging the numbers. If this fails, and if this fails now, then they don't ever want you to have a giant man. What? As
And
far as what were you gonna say?
no, go ahead.
As far as if this is gonna get funded, I I I think it's still too early to tell. But if I had to go with my gut, I would say no. Like usually if a HasLab is not funded by this point, it means it's not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Like three, we're 3 days left. I think that the majority of people put their orders in. Like I think you're gonna get some FOMO orders, but I don't think the number of people that order this out of FOMO will be enough to get it to that 10,000. And especially with every day that goes by, people are going to be less motivated to get it.
Yeah.
Because it feels like even getting this is almost a pipe dream. Forget getting any of those tiers. And even if the tiers are garbage, if people feel like if they don't unlock the tiers, then it's not worth it.
Like I said last week, uh, I get people complaining about the, because here's the thing: if you make a crowd fund for a figure and you make the announcement that this figure is gonna have tiers, people are automatically gonna start criticizing it and wanting really really good stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if they just didn't have any tiers and you would just get the giant man for 175 or 200 or whatever. Because as soon as you start including tiers, that's when people are going to really start thinking about whether I want this or not. Because they're going to start taking
Yeah.
those tiers into account, right? And if they
Yeah.
don't get those tiers and they know that this is not going to get funded to a certain tier, then why the fuck even bother, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think the approach needs to either be do your HasLab, scratch the tiers, make it a little bit cheaper, and just be like, okay, you're getting this. This is it, no extras.
Yeah,
Or reveal all the tiers at once and just make it all part of the package. Like forget the you have to get the to this number to unlock it. Make the price whatever you need to make and just reveal everything at once and just include it all in the package.
exactly.
Because I think in most cases, I think the tiers make or break HasLabs. Like I said before, that was the downfall of the Rancor. Like once people saw the Rancor's tiers, that's when they started really being unhappy with it. So it's still hard to say, but if I had to like go with my gut, I don't think this is gonna make it. And anytime we've seen a HasLab not fun by the final stretch, it usually fails.
Pretty much.
Like any HasLab that's been successful has backed before the last week.
Yeah.
You know, like even the Dragonfly, even the Dragonfly was a bit of a slow mover. Like I remember we were stuck on one tier for like most of the campaign, but by the last 2 weeks, it had hit all of its tiers. Like we weren't sitting there at the last minute being like, Oh man, I hope we get fucking crazy legs. Like, or we had already it had already been fully backed by the last 2 weeks. So, and again, like we're only in the 6,000 mark, so it's like we're not even like if we
Wait,
were 8 or 9, if we were like 8 or 9,000, I could be like maybe, but we're still uh we're still over 3,000 backers away, and we're on the cusp of having only like we're almost at the 48-hour mark. So again, I suspect if it's not backed by this point, it's not gonna.
yeah, and it sucks, man.
Unless, yeah, it does suck. It does suck. Again, I backed it because I want a huge giant man, but I backed it, but I could see that I could see where there's some errors here. So
Yet another, crowdfunding fail from Hasbro. They're slipping. They're slipping.
yeah,
They learned their lesson in terms of price from Ghost Rider, from Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, but I guess they didn't catch the memo on tiers and kind of listening to what people want, you know? Because halfway through the
yeah.
Giant Man campaign, they should have looked at the numbers and looked at what people were saying and realized that, okay, this isn't going to get funded unless we add something, something, at least one thing that these people actually want. But they didn't, and I guess that's kind of the price you're paying.
Yeah.
Now, should it have gotten funded even with those shitty tiers? I think it should have. I still think it should have. Uh,
I,
it's
I
a bit.
agree. Like,
Go ahead.
no, I was just agreeing with you. Like, I think it should too. I think it's worth the price.
Yeah, like I personally, I didn't. I'm part of the problem a little bit, and I think there's a lot of other people out there like me where we know we want this giant man, but we're not really in a rush to back it because we want to wait to see what happens.
Mm.
And when you kind of like reach the last couple days, you realize that, man, my purchase really isn't going to make a difference. Then we're not even going to bother. So that's also kind of what's hurting it.
I think the other thing too with the whole concept of like HasLab is it kind of it kind of forces people to be like you have to buy this by this day, whereas it maybe makes people feel a little pressure to be like, oh man, I gotta have the money here. I gotta I gotta pay for it by this day. Where it had this been something where if you just had released this regular price on Big Bad Toy Store as a standard release, and people can just kind of pre-order it and then not worry about it.
Yeah,
But I think it's just with HasLab, like I think it just makes the feeling of pressure where it's like you gotta buy it by this day, like you have to pay for it by this day.
especially like this is the we're basically in the holiday season right now. Like I'm already starting to look around for presents for people and shit for Christmas and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that's ironic considering I just bought a Unicron, so I just kind of shot myself in the foot. But for other people, like that ain't gonna cut it. Maybe if this would have been announced March, like earlier in the year or sometime during summer, it would have done better. But it's a holiday season, man. It's a bloodsucker. Oh, speaking of that Unicron, so I don't know if did I talk about it on the show yet? Did I talk about Unicron on the show? I don't remember. But for those who may not know, yeah, I went in on a used Unicron, HasLab Unicron complete, without a box or anything, and a good price. But I was still a little bummed out that I don't have the box because I like to have the complete package.
Yeah.
So I bought the box off my brother.
Nice.
It's a really easy purchase because it's the size of a truck. So I got the box, the instructions, all the packaging, everything. So I got me a complete HasLab. So I can rest easy now.
It's good. Yeah, I get it. Like you want to have the full package, especially when you kind of pay that.
Yeah,
Like I don't know exactly how much you paid, but I know it was a HasLab, so I know it. I could imagine I could imagine where about it is. So you know
yeah.
like you're not paying like I'm sure it was not $200. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So it's like yeah for when you're paying for a big ticket item, yeah, like you want to kind of have the whole package.
Unicron. But yeah, poor Giant Man.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah, go
we'll
ahead.
see.
Yeah,
I don't want to say like I don't want to say for sure that he's not gonna like I don't want to say like definitively that he's not gonna make it, but
maybe. I don't know. In the event that he doesn't get funded, maybe a third party company one of these days might like upscale a 6-inch Giant Man. So I can see that happening.
yeah,
So at least we might get something, but oh well.
yeah,
What what do you,
it is what it is.
it is what it is. What do you think their next what do you think their next HasLab might be though?
Like yeah, Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Um,
Oops.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I'm really surprised that they haven't done a vehicle yet.
I would love like an X Jet or something.
Like I know a lot of people are saying like a Celestial,
Yeah.
which in theory, yes, makes sense. But the problem with the Celestial is I don't think that there's one definitive Celestial they could make. Like the Celestials are like a group, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They
They're
are.
like a group. They're like a group, and it's not like there's like it's not like there's one definitive Celestial. So it would be it's hard for me to say that because like which one would they make? Uh, I don't know because this is now theoretically two uh two HasLab failures for them.
They'll keep trying and trying again.
I wonder. Do you think? I wonder. Do you think there's a point where they ever run a HasLab back?
I would like to see that happen.
Like okay, like here's hey we're hey like we're giving people hey we're giving you another chance to get Star Saber. Maybe you couldn't afford it the first time, or maybe you weren't collecting the first time, so we're redoing Star Saber with slightly different paint apps. So if you got that first one, it's still gonna be like unique. This second one, it's gonna have different paint apps. It's gonna be different enough, but it'll still be like a Star Saber or like like hey, like you missed Galactus or Unicron the first time. Don't worry, we're giving you another chance. Like maybe they could do like another HasLab Unicron, but more in like the animated movie style deco.
If they do that, I'm gonna go over to their home and vandalize things. I swear to God. I can see them doing that with successful HasLabs that were funded. I don't see them doing it for failed ones, but for successful ones, yeah. I mean, like after enough time has passed, probably. But in terms of like failed ones, like I don't see them ever uh, given another chance at Robbie Reyes. But
Robbie, no, but like I could see us getting another shot at a Rancor.
that'd be nice. That'd be very, very nice for a lot of Black Series collectors.
Yeah.
But they got to be careful, Hasbro, because as soon as you take another run at a failed HasLab, people are going to start getting it in their heads that well, if they ever put out another brand new HasLab and we don't fund it, maybe we'll get it cheaper the next time they rerun it,
Yeah.
or just get a
Yeah.
better version. So why bother?
That's why I think probably what you said is probably more accurate. Like I could see them. I think we're more likely to get that with HasLabs that have already been successful
Mm-hmm.
because and people have already paid, they've already backed it,
Yeah.
and then yeah, because it's the thing, you don't want them to be like, oh, like this, let's not back this HasLab and let's let it fail, and we'll maybe get a better one or whatever, or not better, but maybe that's something too, like where like, hey, it's the second run, maybe okay, like this second HasLab, like let's say like okay, it's gonna be Galactus, it's gonna be a little bit cheaper, it's gonna have a different enough deco, and it's not gonna have like any tiers. So the tiers and it will all still be unique to that original campaign, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna it's not gonna have any kind of it's not gonna have any kind of tiers. Because you have to think like, do you honestly think Transformers is not gonna make a Unicron again at some point?
Oh, they will.
Like
Well,
like maybe they'll never make one that big. Like maybe we'll never get a Galactus at 32 inches again. But I could see them, doing like, okay, we'll do like a 24-inch Galactus with less accessories, no tiers, obviously less articulation.
yeah.
Because this is another thing. You have to think that they're not just gonna take these characters off the board permanently.
Mm-hmm. If they like, here's a question: if they were to re-release the 32-inch Galactus, would you consider it this time around?
Yes,
Yeah,
I would.
even if it was the same price.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, because I wanted it the first time around. It was just it was just a thing where sometimes you have other stuff going on, and you're just like, as much as I want this, I can't afford it right now.
Yeah.
But, like especially with the HasLabs, right? Just because people don't back something doesn't mean they don't want it. It just means that maybe people have other stuff going on and they just can't.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
maybe they just can't like justify this purchase at this time, you know?
Yeah.
I think I can move on to the topic.
Sure.
Matt, you wanna lead it off?
Sure. So I kind of thought this would be fun to talk about. You know, let me take you all to like a hypothetical scenario, and I don't want this to be like somber, so I don't want it to be for any sad reason. But let's say that you weren't gonna collect figures anymore. You're stepping out of the game, you know, but you're gonna get five more figures, and then you're gonna be done. I, I, I want to ask you guys, what would those five figures be? Now, there's a caveat. I think that it should be things that are not announced. Like let's not include anything that's announced or anything that we already know is coming out. And also like I want this, it could be like let's not let real world shit kind of bog this down. Like don't be like, oh well, we'll never get this figure because this company doesn't let their characters be licensed out. Forget that. Like, what would you want? Your like any five figures, like your last five dream figures. What would you want those to be? Trunks is already saying, okay, so we want swap mode from SPD Lightning Collection and Super Dino mode for Dino Thunder with Battleizer. Uh, yeah, Trunks, I feel you on that. I hope that when Lightning Collection comes back, I do hope that they start incorporating. I I I hope that they do start incorporating battleizers. Uh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to deter, but it's related to Trunks's suggestions or
Yeah.
his picks. I would like them to incorporate battleizers, but I don't want them to make us buy another ranger. Like I want I would like the battleizers to just be like accessory packs that can just attach to the rangers that we already have. I don't know if that's too much to ask for, but like I don't. I'd rather just buy an accessory pack that gives me the options to add the parts to make my SPD Rangers swap mode versus having to buy five more SPD Rangers. Or like I want the wingsuit for in space, but just sell that on its own and make it so that I can make it so that I can attach it to the red Space Ranger I already have.
Could these five
Uh,
be stuff that have been done in the past, but they're kind of like grails that we know we'll never have?
I think so.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, so Mr. Smith says Bionic 6. He's been asking for Bionic 6 for a long time. He's
Yeah.
been
No,
kind he
nobody's had that.
I think it'll happen. Like especially now like with Nacelle company. Like I don't know, did you watch their like little video they put out?
No, I haven't.
So they basically like they picked up like a whole bunch of properties.
Okay.
So like I think Biker Mice from Mars is just gonna be the first in a in a whole line of like different properties they have, and I think they're doing like comic books, and they're gonna have like a shared universe, and then even like premium DNA, like they got Battletoads, they got Earthworm Jim, they got Banjo Kazooie, and they just revealed a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago they got the license for Clay Fighter. So I think it's only a matter of time before somebody picks up Bionic 6. I think all these smaller companies, right? I know we're getting way off topic. I think all these like smaller companies, that's what they're doing. They're starting to just pick up like whatever property they can. Like whatever they can get their hands on, they're like, "Yep, okay, I'll take it." Oh, nobody has this yet. All right, I'll take it. And they're just trying to scoop up whatever they can. So I gotta believe it's only a matter of time. Yeah, we're doing good, Gojira. You're good. Like you're just in time for the main course, dare I say. But
Hmm.
okay, do you want to kind of start us off, Jimmy? What do you got?
Yeah. Okay. So one of the five that this could be any character. I don't even care. I want like a detailed, super high end figure of a Bionicle, like not one you have to put together, just like almost like a Hot Toys
Oh
style
yeah.
Bionicle.
Oh yeah.
That's one I've been nobody has done it. I want somebody to do it. That'd be one that I would adore.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm with you on that. Like imagine if like figure arts made
Oh,
like a figure arts like tapped into like Bionicle.
that'd be
Mummy's
awesome.
alive.
Oh man.
Mummy's alive. I ain't heard that in a
Uh
long time.
yeah. Mummies Alive was a good show. I remember liking that show a lot. Again, is unfortunately it's one of those shows I don't think it holds up the best, but I did I do remember liking that cartoon a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm with you, Jimmy. Like any kind of like articulated like Bionicle, that would be amazing.
I don't know. You was talking about the company with the biker mice, but it's like them biker mice are kind of suspects. I would worry about any other properties that company has if their biker mice are kind of looking sus like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we'll wait till we see the final product before passing judgment. But yeah, they're not looking like exceptionally great. But
Ooh, Gojira put a good one. Skeleton Warriors. I would fucking love some like detailed, highly articulated Skeleton Warriors.
I low key almost had like Mighty Max, but I don't know, like, how would that work? The thing that made Mighty Max cool is that it was like the boy version of Polly Pocket, you know? Like, how would you translate those play sets to 112? That would be difficult. But all right, I'm gonna shoot my first figure, and it could be either one, but I want Mezco to do it, and I want Mezco to make either John Marston or Arthur Morgan.
Oh
I
man,
would. Oh my! Like if we like imagine like a Arthur Morgan Mezco style, tons of accessories, soft goods. Fuck that would be like an ultimate like dream
I
figure.
yeah, I'd be in that same boat, but I think I'd want it in. I think I want it in 1/6 scale, but I'd buy 1/12 Arthur Morgan in a heartbeat.
Yeah, like I know this is why I said these are like dream projects because I know Rockstar doesn't like to give out their rights to their characters, but fuck,
Yeah.
imagine if we got something like that. Like soft goods. You could make Arthur Morgan or John Marston. You could make either one. I'd be more skewed towards Arthur Morgan personally.
I would go for I'd go for Red Dead 1 John Marston personally. That'd be my go-to. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Nah, I take the Arthur Morgan.
See, I think I'm more attached to Arthur Morgan because I played the second one first. So, for me, it was like, I don't know. I'm just more attached to the second one because I played it before. Like, I knew Arthur Morgan before I knew. The only way I knew John Marston is because any, like, top 10 most shocking video game death or top 10 saddest video game death or any top 10 where it's a video game character dying, John Marston is always on that list.
It was fucked up.
But I knew about it for that before I actually played the game, but I played the second one first. I think there was gonna be a 30 Red Dead figure Trunks. I think it was gonna be like a 1/6 scale Arthur Morgan, and I think Rockstar very quickly put the kibosh on that. Am I wrong, Jimmy?
There were two of them, I think. One of them was like the really good one, like the Hot Toy style one was shut down by Rockstar. There was another one, it wasn't as good, by Limb Toys, I think, and that one made the cut. That pissed me off because like the company and everybody who bought that first one pre-order basically said just don't make mention of this. Just don't talk about it. Just pre-order it and shut up, right? And people talked about it, and then Rockstar found out.
Gojira, what character from Mighty Max? Like, is there any character specifically that you would like to see, or because there's a lot of cool characters in Mighty Max. That was a cool show. But all right, who wants to go next?
Besides like Bionic 6, I wouldn't mind seeing a remake of Cops. Cops would be cool.
Ooh.
The Capcom ones.
Yeah, Cops is another. Property that I'm surprised hasn't been picked up yet, but I'm sure it will.
Like Cops,
Okay, yeah.
or I'm thinking, what hasn't got like redone? Like Brave Star.
Ian Mask. Yeah, Ian says Mask, so
I thought somebody was doing Mask
he's
already.
kinda...
Yeah, somebody is. I don't know who, but
the only again, the only thing with Mask is it kind of falls into that same category of Mighty Mask, where they would have to be a much smaller scale. Like, you couldn't get a 1/12 Mask line, right? Because you want those vehicles. Like, without the vehicles, Mask is... So it would have to be like a one. It would have to be like a 3 3/4 line,
Oh.
like the Fast and the Furious. But yeah, both are like beloved properties that I'm surprised nobody has been like, hey, like let's kind of get this. Oh, but I guess you said Mask is already someone's making new Mask figures. So
Um. Trying to think of one that's not being done because like Centurions was another one, but there's a third party that makes Centurions. So
yeah. Jimmy, do you next, or I got mine ready to go. If you need to think a little bit, I can bust out another one.
and
Yeah.
Dino Saucers.
Heard of that show? Never watched it though.
Dino Saucers.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
We talked about this years ago when the movie came out. I want figures. I don't care if they're 6-inch, 6 scale, 1/12. I want figures of David Dunn, Mr. Glass, and Kevin Wendell Crumb.
Ooh, like by NECA?
Yeah, whoever, like NECA would probably be the most ideal. Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
would be
want
cool.
some unbreakable figures.
I'd get those.
Yeah, that's something.
I'd get
Unbreakable.
those. I'll keep it on the NECA train, and again we're disregarding any kind of political things that could prevent these figures. We need an ultimate leprechaun.
Oh
We need an ultimate leprechaun because I feel like Leprechaun is like the last of the big horror icons that they haven't made, and I'm talking like the big like A-list horror icons, and you could even argue that Leprechaun is not A-list, like he's maybe like B-list, but like yeah, like Leprechaun, he had like 7 or 8 movies.
Yeah, the dude had a fuck ton.
So I think yeah, like an ultimate like Leprechaun, they could give him like a ton of fun accessories. They could put him on that Chucky mold. That Chucky body is great, but yeah, like come on, we need that ultimate Leprechaun. Like I feel like if I got that, that would really kind of I could be done collecting horror figures after that because like I said, I feel like Leprechaun is really the last of the iconic horror characters, like not the obscure ones, but
Yeah.
the like iconic horror mascots.
Hmm. That'd be interesting.
Uh, another kind of see like another different facet for this is like you're only gonna collect 5 more figures, so you have to think not just like dream figures that I want, but figures where it uh where it makes sense to complete certain teams. And this is one where I would like this figure. I wouldn't say it would be like a dream figure for me, but I would want it. I would want it to complete a team, and I'm not. I can be flexible on who makes it. Like I would prefer an import company makes it, but I would buy like a domestic one. But we need Jinbei from One Piece because he's kind of the last of the current Straw Hat crew to not have a figure. So like if you're trying to complete your Straw Hat Pirates, like we need a Jinbei and he doesn't have a figure yet. It would be unfortunate to at least at this point in time to not kind of have the 10th Straw Hats. So like I said, somebody needs to make a Gene Bay. I would prefer an import one, but like I said, I would take a domestic one too, just to kind of complete my Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
Just to kind of finish off that team.
yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like, okay, so 5 more figures that make sense in the collection, right? To just finish off certain things. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, one for me, I've wanted this for years already, and it seems like most companies are slowing down completely on The Last Airbender, so I don't know if we'll ever get this, but I would love to just complete my villains team for Last Airbender. I want Combustion Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would really, because they've pretty much done everything but him.
Yeah.
EO retained. Look at that.
That's good, man. Hey, sometimes it's times like that that you love to be wrong, Very happy Charlotte's not getting the thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of
Throw in a Zhao too. I would need a Zhao with that Combustion Man for the two more villains, but
it seems like it's been quiet on the Last Airbender front. But I don't think Diamond Select has announced anything else from that line, right?
nothing.
Yeah.
We just need Combustion Man and Zhao, and I can call it a day. As we got Ozai, we got
Yeah.
Azu. We don't have our besties yet. We need those two gals, but still.
Yeah, that could be like a nice 2-pack.
Yeah, wouldn't that'd be a great 2-pack.
That'd be a nice 2-pack. Alright, this next one, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna cheat, but I think because this figure doesn't exist in any form, so I think I'm justified in saying it. Uh, I, I, I think we I think we need another opportunity at a Black Series Rancor. Like okay, it's I know it's cheating a little bit, right? But I feel like it's justified because that figure doesn't exist. That figure never existed. So
Oh,
it's still a fantasy figure. So I think it still fits in the parameters. But yeah, like just we have Jabba, we have Salacious Crumb, we have everybody from that scene, but not having the Rancor is just so disappointing. And I know there's other like Rancors out there. Like there's like 3 3/4 like Rancors you can get a Power of the Force Rancor. It's fine, but I want a fully articulated Rancor. And I want
that's
a proper one. Well, I want a proper 112 Rancor. You know.
yep.
So yeah, that would be if yeah, if we got a Rancor just to kind of really complete that like Jabba Return of the Jedi like scene. I think that would be really cool.
Well, I mean, if we're cheating just a little bit, I got one. Um,
Is
this
is it?
figure exists, but there's so few of him in the world, and literally like 2 eBay sellers with him that he might as well fucking not exist. And this would be a grail item that would complete my monster setup, like kaiju setup completely. And that is the elusive Cloverfield monster.
Yeah.
Which, if you do come across it in the wild, which is next to no chance, but if you do, he's thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Was that like just limited production or?
It was super duper limited, and he wasn't that expensive when he released, but there were so few of them, and because Cloverfield became such a cult classic, he just skyrocketed in price.
Yeah, I think when that movie came out, right? I think people couldn't have anticipated how much of a cult classic it was going to become.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. again, for me, like Haya Toys would be perfect because it's
I'd buy like
it's
three.
it's it's right in that sweet spot where it's like almost on par with Monster Arts, almost on par, but it's like it's much cheaper. Like if
Mm-hmm.
Hyatt Toys did like a Clover, oh, I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
I'd be all over that. Easy.
Rampage, baby.
I believe it's pronounced Bebby.
Baby.
Bebby. Booba.
I didn't say poop, I said baby.
Booba
Rampage,
better.
baby.
We kicking it off with Rocky Two Belts, the new double champion. He's a double champion now.
Rapongi.
He's got the CMLL Historic Welterweight Championship, and he's got the MLW Middleweight title. Rocky Two Belts.
And we got Mystico. At least they're giving them their entrances.
Yeah, that's good. I think they understood enough that this is like a big time match. Like this is the first time CM is setting foot inside AEW, so I think they realize that like this is a big time match. And I think this is for the world middleweight title, if I'm not mistaken. That's cool.
The real Sin Cara.
Yeah, the original Sin Cara. Oh, okay, no, so there is no titles on the line. But do you guys got anything else, or you wanna talk about Loki?
We can move on to Loki.
I watched it. That's it. That's all I got to say about this episode.
Some top tier
No, I don't know. What
Commando
did y'all think?
elites. Commando elites and the Gorgonites. Okay, that's what's up. Toy soldiers. That would be. I'm surprised no one's tried to remake those because it was literally a movie about a toy.
Small soldiers.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I remember liking that movie a lot as a kid. Like I remember, I love that movie.
I have small soldiers figures.
Yeah, they made some a while ago, but I wouldn't mind seeing some new ones.
Oh no, those were like vinyl style. They couldn't move really.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it would be lovely to get some articulated ones.
I would like to see them all in like 2 packs, and each 2 packs comes with like one character from each faction.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Long shoulders. Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
All right, so let's get with Loki. Episode 3. We finally meet Victor Timely, which is a variant of Kang. I mean, the episode itself was interesting. I mean, so let me make sure I understand this correctly, because so the whole timeline thing is still breaking apart. They need the temporal loom from Timely to get it done. But then we've got Renslayer. She's trying to protect him. And then Miss Minutes is just actually just like in love with the guy. Or in love with he who remains.
Yeah, this was like a weird turn. I guess we should start by saying spoilers if you haven't watched the most recent episode. Yeah, this was a weird turn where we all of a sudden, like, Miss Minutes is like a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I wasn't really expecting it. It just seemed like a weird place to go.
Well, in this one, it's like, okay, they're basically saying like, oh, she gave young Kang the TVA book so he can make inventions or whatever. But for the most part, Victor Timely just kind of seems like an inventor, but also kind of a con man.
Yeah.
Also, of course, Sylvie comes back trying to kill him.
Yeah. I found Sylvie to be as annoying as ever in this episode.
The disrespect, Rocky. The disrespect.
She's by far my least favorite part of that show.
Who, Sylvie?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I just find her to be like totally irritating.
She serves no purpose other than like, it's like, look here, how much do I gotta explain to you that if we don't get this guy, the timeline that you ran away to won't exist. So don't you think you want to help?
Yeah. Yeah, like he literally tells her that too. He's like, if we don't get this guy back to the TVA, like nothing exists. Like everything's done. And it's like she's still kind of like she's still trying to kill him and shit. And it's like, okay, come on. Like I get it. You got whatever you think your mission is, but like, come on, man. Bigger picture, you know?
Yeah. But then they finally get a hand of Loki and Morbius. They finally get Timely, take him back to the TVA, which I guess we'll see what happens in next week's episode. Leaving Renslayer and Sylvie alone, but then Sylvie just kind of kicks her into the room of he who remains fucking dead corpse, which was pretty cool that his rotted corpse was still sitting there just rotting away.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
But then Miss Minutes is like she's got information to tell Renslayer, and they kind of leave us on that kind of cliffhanger. So we'll have to wait till next week to find out what that little secret is. All in all, I mean, the show itself was interesting, but I'm also kind of curious though. Again, of like, if this is all MCU related, where does this fall within the timeline? Does this take place before Quantum Mania? Is this taking place during Quantum Mania? Or at least Quantum Mania made it seem like this happened after, because didn't they run the clip of Loki in Quantum Mania?
They did. I think that was just intended to be like a stinger, though. But yeah, who knows? Like the MCU timeline right now is.
Because I'm asking this because it's like, if all the kings came together and gathered, why is like Victor Timely like the one variant who don't know dick about the kings? I'm like I said, I'm really confused on it all.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, when it comes to the current MCU, the timeline right now is such a mess that it's really kind of like a who knows thing.
Unless that Victor Timely is just kind of playing possum and playing dumb. But again, hopefully we'll find out. Like I said, there's not that many episodes, so they don't really got that much time to kind of drag things out like that. Which I'm kind of glad we didn't have to wait that long to get a Kang variant. So
Yeah, like we got a time variant a lot sooner than we got Thrawn in Ahsoka.
yeah. But then we got a super weird and creepy Miss Minutes out here.
Yeah, like she was like weirdly like
She's like, "Why you didn't give me no body? I was ready to fuck."
yeah, yeah.
Tara Strong, son.
I don't think it's her anymore. I think they recast for the second season.
Oh, did they recast her?
I believe they did. I could be wrong about that, but I believe
What
they
a
did.
big fucking mistake that could have been.
Mm.
Again, please, nobody quote me. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like I read somewhere that she wasn't reprising the role, but yeah, I don't know. Like she's like what? She's like it's such a weird it's such a weird 180 from a character who in the first season was just like a funny cartoon character, and now all of a sudden she's like this like sinister like mastermind who's like pulling all these strings, and it's like what happened to the cartoon character?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, overall, like, I'm still kind of curious to see where this goes and where it fits in the greater scheme of things in the MCU.
Yeah,
And they got to see MLL referee.
yep,
Keep it official. Now, I'm not sure what the next week's episode is supposed to bring, but we'll find out. So,
yeah.
now, now I wanted to kind of talk about show that recently came out, that being Gen V, which is basically kind of a spin-off to The Boys. Again, in the beginning I thought this was like a prequel or something, but after watching it, it's basically kind of a spin-off. It's just in the same Boys universe. Now, I know you two said y'all didn't see it yet, right?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't either.
Okay. So I'm gonna give like a little quick review. It's not really. What's up?
Full transparency. Full transparency. You'll feel spoil away. I'm good if you want to spoil it.
Yeah, same here. I don't mind.
So I'm not exactly sure where this takes place. It's like from all accounts, this is taking place probably right after like the last season of The Boys, as far as I could tell.
Okay.
Because like I said, a lot of the storyline, a lot of the like some of the background, like kind of dialogue is dealing with the Seven, like Starlight. They mentioned Starlight, but they mentioned Starlight being a former member of the Seven. So it's like, okay, so that means we far into the season at this point. And basically it's a superhero high where all the best superheroes go. And it's now kind of now known that because everybody now knows that most of the superheroes, especially like the kids, are basically just, test tube babies whose parents got big money to get injected with, Compound V. And now they're all like in a high school to kind of see who's the best superhero, like potential superhero in training type shit. And there's one kid, I forget his superhero name, it was like Golden Child or something like that. And he's like the number one in the school, like he's the top like student athlete, everything. He's the best. Like he's like, oh man, like he's probably gonna end up in the Seven because he's that good. And what's that dude's name? Clancy Brown. He's the head of the university, and he's doing all the things to kind of groom him to get to the Seven. But if we find out that he the Golden Boy, that's his name. Yeah, that was his name. His name was Golden Boy. It was Golden Boy. And Golden Boy has a brother who they're keeping locked up in the basement called the Woods, where they're like fucking, I guess, either trying to give him more powers or extract his powers. I can't tell which one they're trying to do. I think it's more trying to take his power. But yeah. So long story short, like Golden Boy finds out what's going on. He gets recruited to the Seven, but he doesn't want to be in the Seven for real. So he basically kills Clancy Brown, and then kind of basically wows out, and then it ends up just kind of killing himself. He commits Minecraft in a very gory fashion. He just shoots himself into the air and just fucking blows up. Body pieces everywhere. So typical boy fashion.
It sounds kind of wild. You're kind of making me want to watch it more.
Oh no, I recommend you go back and watch it because it's short. Like I think there was only like 4 or 5 episodes. So and they go by really quick. And the show kind of centers around a group of some heroes. Cause like I said, it was Golden Boy and his friends, and he was hanging out with like they were all friends. They're like the top 5 heroes. One of them was like a telekinesis. Another one had kind of like the powers of like if she touches you, she could tell you to go do something, kind of Purple Man like. Another one, which was weird because I don't know how this power system works is. So it's a boy who I guess his power as a boy is like super strength, but then he can turn into a girl, but then her power is more defensive, like she can put up like force field shields. And he goes back and forth between boy and girl. But it's also kind of an analogy for like transgenderism, because there's this part of when the parents come to visit, and the parent and the father's like, you came out a boy, why aren't you a boy? And then he's like, I want to be a girl, that type of shit. Yeah, take it for what it's worth. Then there's like kind of the main antagonist is a girl who basically can manipulate blood, but I don't think she knows. She's at her stage where she's not aware of how powerful her powers are yet. She just knows that when she discovered her powers, it happened when she got her first period. And when her mom came to check in on her, she got startled and the blood like basically just stabbed her mom's in the fucking neck and killed her. And then when the pops came in the bathroom and seen all the blood all over the floor, again, she was so like scared that her powers kicked in and like made the blood explode, thus killing her father. So she, in one fell swoop, she kills her mom and her dad, and then her little sister comes in and sees this, and that's kind of where the show kind of starts from there. But the chick with the blood powers is weird because, like I said, she's still not aware of how her powers, how strong her powers is, but she kind of gets a sense of it because, like, there's this one dude who has like psychic powers, and I guess he's using his psychic powers to like hypnotize bitches and then fuck them.
Okay.
So she was trying to get help finding her sister, and the psychic dude was like, "Yo, let me read your mind, and I'll help you find your sister." And the next thing you know, like he passed out the bitch, and she woke up in his room. Your man had like a robe on, dick all out and shit. But then her powers, because she was getting freaked out looking at the dude's dick, her fucking powers made the dude's dick swell up and blow the fuck up.
Really quick. I heard a few things about this show, but the thing that's circulating around the internet, and I don't know if it got censored in certain places, but the giant dick scene.
Oh, that's the funniest, son. When the little like I told y'all about the little midget chick yesterday, right? Yeah, so there's another character who her superpowers is kind of like Ant-Man and Giant Man, but it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up though, because the only way she could do it is she has to throw up to get small, but then she has to eat to get big. So she was like messing around with this one dude, and they were fooling around, and he's like, "Yo, I want you to get small. I want you to get small." And she was kind of reluctant because at the time they haven't revealed how she gets small. Like we meet her, like when you first meet this character, she's small and she's fighting a mouse on YouTube. But like they never show you, and she never says how she gets small until this part of the show, when the dude's like, "Yeah, I want you to get small and shit. I want you to like hang off my dick and whatever." So yeah, she goes into the bathroom, does her little ritual where she's got to fucking throw up, and every time she throws up, she gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And then she comes back, and then like there's the scene where she's just like hugging on the motherfucker's dick and shit, right? The dude's just laid on the bed, and he's like, "Yo, tell me this is the biggest dick you ever seen." And like she's all little, and then she like just like starts slapping his balls and shit. It's just fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Alright, that's wild. I'm gonna have to check that.
But like I said, without giving too much, because like I said, the plot, like it gets to a point where, like I said, the dude Golden Boy, he realizes like, yeah, his brother was being kept down there, and he left like a secret message to his homeboy, the psychic, like the number 2 guy. And he's now trying to figure out like what happened to his boy, and like come to find out like the Golden Boy's girlfriend was in on it. She was over there wiping their minds because she's got that ability. And like I said, from that point, the season ended, so it kind of left on a cliffhanger. But it's a lot of fucked up shit. Like I recommend, like I said, I haven't even really gone into it. There is one part, so like Golden Boy's brother is just a beast. Like he'll rip you apart. Like there's a scene where he escapes, and he kind of had like a Black Noir moment where everybody were just puppets, but he was just like eviscerating a bunch of puppets and shit, but it was real people. But the scene depicts it as a bunch of puppets getting eviscerated, and you can hear the real people, and the guy's like, "I got children, I got a wife," and he's like crushing his face. It's fucking a puppet. It's wild shit, bro. I recommend Gen V. It's pretty decent. I'd recommend watching it. Like
Because
I said, what's that?
in this show about superheroes, does anyone wear a costume?
No, because like I said, for the most part, like I said, these are just like school. These are kids in school.
Got you. Okay, got you.
But they still, but everything that you remember, like that you know from the boys, like Voss is still like heavily in there. You'll see a lot of characters that you might have seen in the boys, and like I said, it's the same thing where it's like, oh, well, even if they commit acts of heroism, even on school grounds, they use that whole spin machine to be like, oh, we're gonna tell a story of your heroism and stuff. Like we're gonna sell it, like how they was doing all the PR and marketing for the Seven.
Yeah.
They try to do that with the students and stuff. Because, like I said,
So
these are supposed to be future heroes.
This is basically rated R Sky High.
Yeah, but a little bit more sinister than that though. But it's like I said, it's a good show. I would recommend watching, especially if you're already into the boys and you kind of want some more of that boys type feeling. It definitely provides that. Like I said, it's got some of the gore, it's got the violence, the language, everything you would expect from the boys. Getting this in a little more condensed package. Like I said, you don't get bogged with, oh, the Sevens here. None of that happens. Like, they reference them and everything, and they're in the background, but it's all about the students.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would recommend it. I think Gen V, it was a good show. I liked it.
I'll definitely have to check it out. Yeah, definitely wanna see the inflating penis, the explosion.
Yeah, his thing just started
Like that's
ballooning up. It just started ballooning up and getting red, and then it just blew up in the girl's face.
I don't know what's with the boys show and dicks, but like that last season of the boys where the what was his name, Matt, the superhero, when he went inside of
Oh, the miniature motherfucker.
I don't yeah, I don't remember.
I forget his name, but then he fucking sneezes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's with them and just like destroying genitals, but it's their thing, I guess.
Yeah, the boys is like that's like a raunchy show for sure.
Yeah.
But I definitely recommend. I don't know if they plan on doing more episodes or that was just it right there.
I heard it was already renewed for a second season.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
Are you getting more?
But it's definitely a good show. I would recommend checking it out. It was a good watch. And like I said, it got to the point where it's like, you know what, I wanted to see how this was gonna end, and then it kind of ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, and it's like, ah, damn, that's it. Oh my god, that sucks. Kind of wanted more now. But that's how it happens sometimes. That's how they get you. That's how they hook you in.
Yeah.
But while we're still on that topic of Amazon Prime shows, we got graced with a new trailer of Invincible Season 2. So I am excited about that. We're about to check that out right now. Let me just pull this up for the boys. For the boys! Okay, let me see.
Boys.
Man, I hope my wiener doesn't like inflate and explode. That sounds like a horrible, horrible fate.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Like, can you imagine?
I'm not trying to imagine.
It's like that actor who did the scene. He comes onto set. Like, how does a director tell him like How do you react to that? Just
Like Willem
scream.
Dafoe?
Oh yeah, it's Willem Dafoe.
Well, with that being said, let's take a look at Invincible Season 2. And always make sure you check your spaghetti policy because, you know, those things are important. Let's make sure the volume's good on that.
We all remember that day. For some, the pain will never fade.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be my dad. What if that happens? What if I become him and I don't even know it? I need to do more. I can save lives. Put me back out there.
Mark isn't like other Viltrumites. He's a good guy.
Dinner tonight?
Go save the world, Invincible.
You're way too good for me! Who are you?
I call me the Shapesmith.
There's an infinite number of dimensions, and I was born with the ability to access all of them.
Shut it down, or I take it down.
Make us.
You have no idea how much I wanted you to say that.
It's bottled in, I'ma let it out. Man, I've been through wars, still cannot be.
Your powers don't make you a hero. They make you dangerous.
Made it through the storms, you cannot be down.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
The last 20 years of my life have been a lie.
You want this back? Come and get it.
Wrong choice, asshole.
I need revenge. So arrogant, just like your father.
People of Earth, the more you resist, the worse this gets. And if you think you can stop us, don't forget, I'm...
That's what's up right there.
Yeah, it looks good. Maybe just because it was like a really long time ago. But I don't remember any of this from the comics.
I think they probably like.
But I know the
taking
TV
bits and
show
pieces,
kind of
though.
does its own thing. Yeah, which is good.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. So
I'm gonna watch it.
So wait, tomorrow you said it's Bound for Glory?
Yeah.
What's on the card?
You got Will Ospreay versus Mike Bailey.
Ooh, okay.
ABC versus the Rascals for the tag team titles.
Okay.
MK Ultra is defending the women's tag team titles, or the Knockouts tag team titles, I should say, against Deonna Purrazzo and damn, I'm drawing a blank on that girl's name. I'm having a brain fart. She was with Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz came back.
Tasha Steelz. Yeah, Tasha Steelz and Deonna. You got Mickey James and Trinity for the Knockouts title. In a Monsters Ball match, it's Moose versus PCO versus Rhino versus Steve Macklin. You got the Collier Shot Gauntlet. Chris Sabin defending the X Division title against Kenta. And then you got you got Josh Alexander and Alex Shelley for the Impact title.
All this is tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. Plus Battle for the Belts, which I don't really care because titles will not change hands.
You know what though? We've even looking at the card, even looking at this card for Battle of the Belts, like, yeah, you could already see none of these guys are winning championships anytime soon. Like, let's be real. Like, John Silver's not about to win the international title. Yeah, so you got Collision and Battle of the Belts, and then at the same time you got
well, we're gonna be pretty busy then tomorrow for clickbait then.
Yeah.
But what if they did put the title on John Silver?
Wouldn't be mad at it.
But it's probably not going to happen, though, because nobody wins that battle at the belts.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think we were about out that time to call it for the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be back here tomorrow night for some clickbait wrestling, so you definitely want to tune in for that. Thank everybody for joining us here tonight in the chat. As always, you guys are awesome. Smash that thumbs up for yourselves for being an awesome chat. And yeah, join us back here next week for more fun and adventure. All the goofiness you come to know and love right here. Anything before we call it, gentlemen?
Don't let your jizzle inflate.
Don't let your jizzle inflate.
Listen, now that you mentioned that scene from Gen V, I can't stop picturing it. So
of the guy's dick blowing up.
Yeah, so I think you just unlock like a new phobia.
I'm gonna pull it up after the show so you can see his dick blow up.
Hold on, let's not do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Let's not do that. Jimmy's gonna be like, I gotta go all of a sudden, guys. Something just came up.
Well,
whoa, Brian Keith.
Y'all have a good evening. See y'all tomorrow, and make sure you always kick out. Thick Boy's out. Now I'm about to go show Jimmy this dick blow up.
Oh my God.
Time has come, I'm ready to go. Venturing into the unknown. Fire's inside me, must be unleashed. People talk nonsense all the day. Shippuden, that's all they can say. I can't get no satisfaction. Woo-hoo! Challenge may have come. Woo-hoo! Fighting just begun, but there's no stopping. People spreading out my wings. Let's fly high. Woo-hoo! Concentrate my power. Woo-hoo! In the final hour, in the end, I'm gonna win. Don't you know I'm unstoppable? Don't even try, cause you will fall. I got a strength deep in my soul that gives me courage and control.